Hey, it's Jim from Whiskey Congress. This is our installment we call Punchback, where we listen to stuff online that needs to be punched back at. And this week, I want to talk about this episode. I want to talk about Ben Shapiro, episode 474 of Ben Shapiro's show, entitled "Make Wakanda Great Again." He goes through a bunch of circular logic about how he's deeply disturbed by how much attention is being paid to the utopian society in the Marvel comic book Black Panther that is now going to be released on a Thursday or Friday of this week. So the movie Black Panther is coming out. We Steve and I talked about it on our last show. Um, it's getting great reviews. I'm a big comic book movie fan, not a big comic book fan. Don't know a whole lot about it. And again, listen to our last episode, and Steve and I talk about it a bit, and I'm sure we'll talk about it after it comes out because I'm guessing Steve will go see it within the first week of it coming out. Regardless, Ben Shapiro in this is hilarious because he talks about how people shouldn't be so excited about this fictional black utopia, and then how much it bothers him that people are excited about a fictional black utopia in a Marvel movie. The level of butthurt going on with Ben Shapiro is just comical. I love it. I've been a critic of this guy for a long time because he is an intelligent sounding guy. He might actually be an intelligent guy. I have yet to figure out when he is trying to bait people and when he is actually trying to speak intellectually. I've had my suspicions he's done both. And yes, I'm drinking a Manhattan made with 10 high bourbon. And if you listen to the show, you know that if I ever get an endorsement from 10 High, that's all to me. Steve doesn't get any of that. But anyway, Ben Shapiro was making comments like, black people shouldn't be so excited about this because of. And the list goes on, where he says, well, there have been other movies with black people in it, and we shouldn't be race separating, and a black utopia isn't any better than a white utopia. No utopias exist. It's a fucking comic book movie, you person. When Steve and I talked about this, I said I wasn't going to try to be a name caller. I'm trying real hard not to be because this was hilarious. Ben Shapiro, like I said, he's a dangerous guy in the sense that he sounds smart. He's not a dumb guy. I'm not saying he's not smart. I'm saying he says a lot of dumb things and then masks it with a good vocabulary and great articulation. And in this case, it was just hysterical because he spent. I should have checked how much time on his 1 hour show he spent whining about the fact that people are excited about a movie, and he claimed the media was all a buzz over Black Panther. Just like any other movie, it's a movie. Ben, relax. No one's hurting you. Nothing didn't take it away from you. The fact that there is a movie with a utopian society that had some natural resource that gave them great technological advancements and happens to be black people in it doesn't hurt you. Relax. It's okay. And I mean, there's so many silly things in his arguments that I don't even know how to break them down. So I won't try too hard. I will just say that listen to our last podcast. It was called No Trump Zone Almost because we've decided we want to break out of the pattern of just getting sucked into the media talk about Trump 100% of the time and try to talk about stuff that you don't get everywhere else because let's face it, with Trump you can get that pretty much 24/7. And anyway, we're not going to avoid issues. We're just not going to harp on things. But in this punchback, I am punching back at Ben Shapiro, the guy who's standing up to the media for their horrible glorification of this non-existent utopian society, which no one thought really existed, Ben, because it's a fucking comic book movie. Um, and then how much it bothered him that that was quote unquote separating people. It's he claims that black joy is a term that I think he made up. Maybe someone else did. I don't know, but he thought that people getting black joy out of seeing Black Panther was dividing the races. Maybe he's just creating a movie that people will enjoy. You know what? Maybe I will go see it this weekend because I'll bet I enjoy it. I like comic book movies, and I can separate it from being what it is, just a movie. And the reason I'm harping about it now, so I know that it can almost come off as me being hypocritical of his hypocrisy. White people getting bent out of shape because something contains a level of, you know, black culture or black representation is just silly. So just stop it. This movie doesn't hurt you. Uh, Straight Outta Compton, which is a movie we've talked about on the podcast a bunch of times that I loved, and it actually made me understand and appreciate that era of rap music more. Was a great movie. No one got hurt by that. Ben, you'll be okay. If you need a safe space, we'll find one for you. Um, you said you're going to go see the movie this weekend. I hope you enjoy it. You made a point of saying you hope it's good because you don't want to spend money on something that's bad. I hope it's good for you. Relax, brother. It'll be fine. This has been Punchback from Whiskey Congress. Find us on all social media at Whiskey Congress, whiskeycongress.com. I'm going to finish my Manhattan call it a night. Good night, and good night, Ben.